You are still watching My Danger TV, and we're still on our interview with the Mukusa aspirants. And we just have another guest. Kindly, would you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, maybe because in the hometown.
My name is Sharon Bundi, commonly known as Shann, a 3.1 student at Mount Kenya University taking Bachelor of Education Arts, combination mathematics business. I come from the Catholic Diocese of Meru.
Could you kindly just tell us if you have ever been a leader, and if yes, how did you impact the people that you led during that time?
I have been a leader in high school, apparently not a political leader, but a church leader. I was the organizing secretary back in my high school, and I impacted my fellow students by showing them that leadership is a matter of being social and negotiation among the staff, the students, and it does not have to be asked in a violent way. You can negotiate and get what you want.
What motivated you to vie for this position, bearing in mind that you are having other positions? Yeah.
Good question. Whatever it is that inspired me to vie for this vice presidency is when you go through the constitution, you'll get that the vice president is concerned with the students' welfare. And being a student here at Mount Kenya for 1 year, I believe that I know what students have been missing over the 1 year when it comes to matters welfare. And I do believe that it is my time to help my fellow comrades, since I have also wanted to be helped, but they say that the best thing, ukiona haifanywi, ingia ufanye. Nimeingia saa kufanya.
Sawa.
Having talked of social welfare, how would you comment on the current state of social welfare in Mount Kenya University?
The current state of welfare, I can't say it's that bad, and still it's not that good. Something can be done. I believe something can be done. And what I'll do to improve? I do believe that right now, when it comes to matters welfare, most people think that the welfare to be looked on is matters students who reside here in school. Watu wengi wana believe welfare ni hostels, welfare ni food ya hostels, welfare ni Wi-Fi, but I think students' welfare entails also those who live in residentials outside and the hostels that are outside school. And the common thing that we're facing as comrades ni kuinama, and the students wenye wana reside hapa hostels za shule hawaipiti. Wao kitu wanaweza complain ni food mbaya, but my friend, kuna wenye hata hiyo food mbaya hawapati. And that is why, as the vice president, I will come up with the Comrade for Comrade initiative to help the comrades who can't raise even a meal in a day. Tuwasaidie at least hata waweze kupata hata hiyo food mbaya, I'm sure kwao itakuwa sawa. And those who are complaining of food mbaya, tutawasaidia wapate food mzuri.
Madam Shann, what do you think you will make the best vice chairperson over your colleagues?
Why I will make the best vice president?
Yes.
I believe I am social enough. I can interact with anyone. When it comes to students, shembeteng tutapiga. Tukifika kwa administration, nikifika huko ile mashida yenu mlinipea ni shembeteng. We convert it to official, we negotiate with the administration. Tunaongea tu na wao vizuri. Story inafikiwa, comrades wakuwe settled.
Also, we have been having the increase of indiscipline cases among students. And as a custodian of the Constitution, how are you going to ensure that we have less of our fellows finding themselves in trouble?
Basically, I can say the main reason as to why we find most of our students as victims of the indisciplines is because they are not conversant with the student handbook. Most students, especially first years, hata ukimuuliza handbook, hata ajui handbook ni nini. So the best thing that we can do is to make sure that during orientation, venye wanakuwaga introduced to the various leaders in the school, they should as well be given, if it is possible, let them get a hard copy. Juu soft copy si wote wanaripotigi na smartphone, na hata wengine wako na smartphone but hawajui kuitumia. But in the same way wanakujanga na hiyo inaitwaje, hiyo hard copy ya kuwaonesha program, let them come with a hard copy of the do's and don'ts of the school. That will help, and we can as well have as many meetings as possible to educate the public on the do's and don'ts of the school. Juu si first years peke yake wanafanya hizi vitu, napata tu for year ako tu anaifanya, and mwanadamu ni kusahau. If they are reminded, we can do it better.
Still have another question for Madam Sharon, the Vice President in making. We have this thing conducted globally, the issue of women empowerment. I'll phrase two questions on the same. What will you do to empower them? Number two, why don't we have ladies going for Mukusa presidency?
I will start with the last question. Why don't we have ladies going for the presidency? The first reason is a traditional belief that presidency hapa MKU is for men, vice presidency ndo ya ladies. And then looking at it on another angle, the presidency requires a lot of kujituma. Na kujituma tu mingi, being social, and most of the time utapata ladies hatupendi hiyo mambo sana, hatupendi kusumbuliwa. And that is why it suits the gentleman. Not any man can switch to be the president. And then about empowering women.
But does that mean that our ladies cannot be competent in that post? And if they can, what can be done to maybe give them the morale, or even to, it is a matter of confidence, what can be done to maybe help them feel superior or even equals? Because we have had, you know, of Joyce Banda, yeah, she was a president. What can we do to do that, to make sure that they are there?
Thank you for your question. What I have just said is just my thinking. And personally, I don't think I can go for the presidency. But to empower a lady who is out there, maybe a 1.1 or a 1.2, who is aspiring to be the next president come 2024, 2025, what you can do is just anza kuunda ground mapema. Be social with people, be conversant with the school environment, juana na constitution mapema, and to whom do you have to dedicate the student matters to, juana na wao mapema, and then build your circle as early as now. Honestly, right now ata mimi as I'm going for the vice president, watu wanani keep moving. Sometimes you feel like giving up, but the people who keep you moving is your friend. So tighten your circle as early as now. Tell your friends as early as now. Maybe I have told my friends tangu last year I'll go for this thing, and they have had it in mind. Saizi tu ni kuimplement what we said. So wacha watu wajue mapema, build yourself. Politics si rahisi, siasa si ya wanyonge, especially for the presidency. Vipi atusumbuli sana, but hata saizi ukienda hapo nje pale side ya city, watu wanasumbuliwa sana ni presidents. So as a lady you need to tighten up your belt kabisa, kaza, juicy rahisi. Men will discourage you. They will come with, nimeambia tu your traditional belief, and they'll tend to discourage you. But it's a matter of intrinsic motivation and the circle around you.
Before we conclude, I'll just like to ask this question because nimekuwa nikitaka response sana. Why is it that that population that you were vetted to be on the ballot for that seat of vice president is of a high number. I think you are 11 or so? 9.
I tend to believe it's the same as my friend just asked. What can we do to empower ladies to continue vying? So it's maybe a plan of the school also to motivate ladies. Juu over the past years wamekuwa kibakisha watano, wanne. But maybe to motivate more and to make them, unajua kuna mwenye atapiga ground hapa na hata shinda. But you've learned something. You've not ujashindwa. You learn something na ukienda hapo nje, the skills that you started building from here zitakusaidia. So I can say if I was the administration, hivyo ndo ningejibu. To empower more ladies to get into politics.
Yes, you have told us that in the chair position, it's quite tough for ladies. Why can't they go and run for academics, secretary general, and those other seats?
Unajua, personally spendi kuchoka. And maybe that's the thing with other ladies. Unaangalia unaona, hapo utaenda uanze kubishana na wanaume. Hapo utaanza kubishana na wanaume, but for the VP ni wasichana peke yake.
So you fear men?
No.
You fear competing men?
We don't fear men. But unajua politics ni safari yenye hakuna mtu anapenda kushindwa. So you go for where unaona high chances of kushinda. Si eti tunaogopa wanaume. But personally, singependa any other docket. Hii ya vice president yenye iko na students welfare. That's what I want.
Now, we wish to give you 1 minute to talk to comrades. Tell them something you are planning for them, given the opportunity. Briefly, 1 minute.
Given the opportunity, I believe I'll serve comrades with dignity. I will serve comrades maximally. I will serve comrades venye wanataka. Si venye nataka, si venye administration inataka. I listen more to comrades because you're the ones who will elect me to that position. You've elected me to serve you, not to serve the administration, not to serve myself. And I believe it is possible. We can do it pamoja. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Madam Shann.
Aya.
Success.
Thank you. Humbled.